Hello and welcome back to the Grand Gaels. So, last time we spent a lot of time talking about the new DLC, and this time we need to focus on what our actual plans are and start playing the campaign. So, what is our first goal? Our first goal, like our first major goal, is to become a king or an emperor so we can get the royal court stuff in our campaign, so we can start trying that sort of stuff out. Great. How do we need to do that? Well, we need to become a little bit stronger, because realistically the only kingdom title available to us is Scotland, which is currently occupied by our liege. So, it would make sense to me that we become strong, we claim our liege's title, we take our liege's title, and then we have his court. All of that makes a lot of sense to me. So, our liege has 2,408 troops, which is about 4 times the amount that we have. So what we need to do is we need to become stronger than our liege, get the claim, take our liege's title. So, our goals are effectively to go to Fife, take this because they're quite weak and they're next door to us, and then we're going to move north to Inverness, which last time we worked out could be a pretty good capital for us. It's got a lot of space for building different holdings, which is always quite nice to have in a capital. It's on the coast, which we like because it gives us bonuses due to our culture. It's in hills, which we like because it gives us bonuses due to our culture. So everything about it seems pretty good. However, it's also held by somebody who has a lot more troops than us. So you can see our kind of stacking thing. We go Fife, then we go after Atholl here, who are a little bit stronger than Fife. Then we go after Inverness, who are a little bit stronger than them. And then we go after our liege, who's a little bit stronger than everything in between. So all of that makes sense. However, we currently do not have a reason to declare war on Fife. We just don't. We don't have a casus belli. So we need to get one. The easiest way to get one as a Catholic, you go in here and you use your bishop to fabricate a claim. So that's what we're going to do. Now, you're going to see a problem with this in a bit. So I click on it, it's going to take 2 years. Now, our bishop isn't really very good. We could be getting these claims much quicker. So, what I think we should probably do while we're doing this is try and kill our bishop. Because if we can kill our bishop, then we will most likely get a better one. I mean, he has 3. 3 is an absolutely terrible stat. I mean, if we look at us, right, our worst stat out of 5 is 4, right? So even if we were to be the bishop with our lowest stat, we would be better. He's just truly awful. The lowest your stat can get is 0 as well. It's not like, you know, you could have a negative stat. He's just an awful person. So we're going to get rid of him. And we're going to see whether we've actually got a chance to do this. I'm just going to see what a murder scheme looks like. Now, it did say in prison. Do we have a reason? No, it'd be an act of tyranny. It's tempting, but people would probably be more upset about that one. Nobody's going to join our scheme. Okay, so it's just a 34% chance. We could try and kill him. If we fail, we imprison him and, you know, chop his head off. Yeah, it could work. Okay, let's think about that. Right, in terms of other things, what do we need to declare this war? Well, we need maybe a few extra troops. We're about to get an alliance due to the marriages that we set up last time. They're not currently in, but if once I unpause the game, they will be. We can also get a few more troops by getting more knights. Now, if I have a look here, we'll see that we're at 4 or 5 knights. And normally, we might go in here and we might say, oh, I'm going to recruit to court, but that costs 60. However, I did notice, due to our culture, that we have recruit hill specialist, and hill specialist says a high martial commander will join your court with this rough terrain expert. Now, we're not too worried about rough terrain for this war because, you know, it's plains, but the fact that he's a high martial commander as a base and it mostly costs you prestige, not gold, makes it a very useful thing for us to look at. So I'm going to do that. How much does invite knights cost by default? See, by default it costs you 150, right? But I believe you still have to pay for them once they join your court. Like, you have to recruit them. This one is saying you will just get someone and the cost will be 15. That's really good. In fact, how often can you spam that? Every 5 years? Yeah, notify me when that one's available. That's a really good one. Okay. Oh, and he joins immediately. So let's see, 15? Yeah, that's pretty good, I'd say. I mean, yeah, there could be a better one, but I mean, you know, this is good for the size of nation we are. And when I unpause, he'll be a knight. That all seems good to me. Right. Let's unpause. There you go. I told you we'd get an alliance. So we have formed an alliance with Baron Erich. So Erich is down here. Now, this alliance doesn't really matter very much because, you know, he's very weak. I mean, in comparison to us, I suppose he's like 1/4 of our strength, which isn't terrible, but he also has to come from far away. It's just like not a great alliance, but it'll do for just now. It's a little extra. We're not married. I thought I set up... Oh no, I am working on a marriage for us. I'm working on a marriage for us with this guy. We're going to try and marry one of his daughters. However, we need him to like us more, and it's going to take about 2 years for that to happen, so... We'll see what we can do about that. In the meantime, we've got a concubine here, and that gives us a chance of getting extra children. Cool. Do we get a penalty for not having a lot of concubines? No. Okay, that's fine. We get a penalty to prestige due to not having high diplomacy, but there's not really a lot we can do about that. Now, we do have these two options here. Pay homage is probably something we should do. However, it does kind of suggest that you might bring him a gift. We currently don't have any gift to give our liege. I mean, we could give him a weak hook on us, I think, which I think can get us some renown. But I'd prefer to wait until we're a little bit, you know, a little bit higher on resources before we start doing something like that. Although it might be a good idea. Maybe it's a good idea to just do it now while we have nothing. I mean, if we take a weak hook with him now, what's the worst that he could do with us? Change our vassal contract slightly? I might do that just to raise our renown. And the other thing we have is Petition Liege. Now, Petition Liege, we know there isn't really very much we can do here, because for various reasons we can't do any of this. Like, our liege can't afford things, so we can't get him to fund things. The only thing you can really do is fortify borders. Now, we could ask him for that, but I don't think we necessarily need to. So I might just, for just now, untick that one. And then, you know what, maybe we'll pay homage. We'll do that, just to see what happens. Okay. So we could demonstrate submission, which costs nothing. And I think we get renown for that as a base. We could give a hook, and he might give us something more. Or give contract obligations. You know what, I might prefer to give contract obligations than give a hook. Because this one is very much a... We're giving you a specific thing that we're choosing, not a thing you can get sometime later. How much? Yeah, I suppose we're probably not going to be paying very much in terms of taxes or in terms of troops because we don't have very many. Or we just risk it. You know what, let's just risk it. Let's give him nothing and see what happens. How much gold do we have to give him? It doesn't even say, so I assume it's like if you have to ask, you don't have enough. Let's go. I'm not fooled by your evil act. A pledge of homage from you would mean nothing to me. Wow, okay. This is an act of tyranny, causing subjects to lose one opinion. I lost opinion of him and he became my rival? Okay, so that was about the worst action that could have happened out of that, so now our liege hates us. Yeah, it's not good. Wait, it said he became our... Wait, it said he became our rival? But he's not our rival? I'm sure that just said he became our rival. Maybe it will in a second. No. Okay. Well, that didn't go very well. Can we pay homage again at some point? Let's see here. You do not fulfill all the requirements. Okay. Do you want to tell me what the requirements are or no? Oh, has not paid homage. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. So we can't do that one. Well, that didn't work. I was thinking maybe he's our rival, but we're not his rival. But I don't think rivals work that way. I think it's just he gave us the wrong message, or maybe it was a chance to become a rival. Anyway, that's fine. Our liege has passed limited crown authority. Okay, so I believe that actually allows us to do more petitions towards him. Let me just see. Because one of these definitely said. Alright, I think one of them said your crown authority wasn't high enough when I looked, but there must be another condition on top of it. I think it was one of these like one of these revoke somethings ones, or like it was one of these claim ones basically, and it said like you can't do that because they can't revoke claims from someone else. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Right. Let's leave it unpaused and wait a little bit more. So let's have a look here. 2 years left. So I'm just going to go speed 5, I think, and we'll roll through those 2 years. No problem. Surety of supply. Part of commanding an army means that making sure my soldiers have plenty of food, drink, and camp gear for long campaigns. To this end, I should come up with a plan for ensuring my soldiers always have the supplies they need in the field. So, Arrange a network of merchants, which we can do on a stewardship challenge. That one seems like it might work. We get well-provisioned armies if it works. What do we get otherwise? Supply capacity down. So it doesn't really harm us either way, and we get a chance of 100 martial lifestyle experience. Stockpile them. We don't have enough money for that one. Or we can make our soldiers accustomed to foraging, which gets us lowered attrition and more supply duration. I'm not worried about supply, so I'm willing to roll the dice here. A dependable network. After going through reams of financial ledgers, I was able to pick out a group of merchants scattered around the countryside, which I knew would be dependable. I made an offer to keep them on retainer to provide any services my army needs at a moment's notice. This will ensure my commanders will always know who they should go to when they need provisions. So I get well-provisioned armies. Or I can say now to skim a little off the top. I actually would much prefer the 50 gold at this point. I think that's much more useful to us. Cool. Let me have a look at how far away we were to getting this marriage happening. Oh, she's already married off. Well, they're all married off. Well, screw that then. Yeah, I'm not... We'll find somebody else. If everybody else is already busy, we'll just... leave that one. I'm trying to see how far away she is, but I think she's very far away here. Yes. Oh, up the top. Okay. So that person, probably not that useful, although the person we get an alliance with has 681 troops, which is much better. I suppose we could try that. I was looking for someone a little bit closer. Is there anyone in any of these ones, like Northumbria? No. Mercia? No. East Anglia? No. There's really a lack of people to marry at this point. I think we might have to stop being picky and just marry somebody. Yeah. Oda seems fine. If we think that we need more children, I should probably marry a younger person. Let me have a look at alliance power. So this is the highest alliance as well. So yeah, maybe I'll marry her. Yeah, we've tried finding somebody who works. Let's just find somebody who we can actually marry. Cool. Right, alliance has been formed. The nice thing about that is that we now get a buff to all of our stats. So we get a +1 to 4 of our stats and a +2 to stewardship, which is pretty nice. Now we could get a much bigger buff to one of our stats. Like we could get a +6 to stewardship instead of a +2, which, you know, it would bring in more stuff. But I'm happy with just having it be, you know, even for just now. I was also thinking if I switch you to support schemes, that probably makes this scheme more likely as well. Yeah. Let's do that. So that's 50% now. That's much better. Oh, we've got some people we can invite. My Spymaster could be convinced to join here if I bribed her. 55 gold to get my Spymaster in here. I think it's worth it. She's really good. So that will give us basically an 100% success chance. And it adds a bunch more scheme power. Yeah, that seems good. And it makes the scheme go quicker, which is all very, very good. Okay, we'll close that down. Wedding celebration. With my marriage, the realm expects us to throw a suitably extravagant wedding celebration. It's well within my rights to collect a royal aid duty as part of this, but some may consider it tasteless to levy an extra tax during a time of jubilation. I'd consider it free money. That's what I'd consider it. Did I actually invite you? Oh, considering our offer. Oh, that's fine. There we go. She is now joined. Fantastic. So it's 9 months and we're at 95. That's pretty good. Yeah. So he's probably dead. That's about the best kind of plot odds you can get. A meal to die for. My agents have prepared for weeks. The cook has been bribed to look the other way. The poison has been acquired and the duck was gifted to him alone. It will be rubbed with the poison and the bed of herbs will mask the smell as it is served. The deadly bitterness will be the last thing my target ever tastes. Bon appetit. So that should be him. Thanks to the duck and the poison vial, he is finally dead. It also seems none of my agents are under suspicion, which means no one can trace the poison back to me. Fantastic. So we've got a new bishop. He still doesn't endorse us, but he has 14 learning, which should make it a little bit better. Now, I don't think it's going to make it that much quicker for us to get the claim, but hey, it'll be better in general. How old is he? 28. Yeah, so we're also going to have him for about the same amount of time. So that all works out pretty good. Now, if he has a positive opinion of us, he would provide us levies and taxes. So, let's... Oh, I could try and learn his language. I don't know if we want to do that. We just want to sway him to try and get him to like us. That seems good. Right, let's go. Speed 5 and let it roll. So, money's still coming in. Nothing needs to be worried about. We got our claim. We now have enough money thanks to all those events, which allows us to actually pay for the claim. And that gives us a reason to declare war. Now, he has 501 troops, which is more than he had before. However, we have 615. I was just checking, actually. He has some men-at-arms. So he's light footmen, bowmen, and pikemen. Do you counter skirmishes? You counter light cav. So you're a type skirmisher. So yeah, he does have a men-at-arms advantage on us because his men-at-arms counter our men-at-arms. Now, do we get bonus in anything? Nothing that we have. Okay. I was thinking if we declare the war and then call in our ally and wait, that's probably our best strat. Or, yeah, something like that. I want to try the war. Let's see how it goes. I'm not 100% sure it's going to work, but we're going to try it. Right. So let's start by raising all of our troops. Our commander should probably be good, but we'll see. Right, so I can call him to war. Which seems like a sensible use of our prestige. Even if we lose the battle, we can probably hold on the war long enough for him to get here and win it for us. Okay. Let's wait a second or two. Now, if I attack, it thinks that, yeah, it's neutral. Because he has defensive buildings, higher quality, and more men-at-arms counter. But if I stay here, I get the defensive buildings. So as long as our ally joins in, we should be fine. Because our ally's going to come over here, and then we'll have double their troops. And that's really going to swing it. Nice, he has joined our war. Just checking. We could also lead. Does that change things a lot? No, in fact, it doesn't even allow it. I think it was because we had more commander traits before. These traits don't actually matter though, because we're not fighting in that we're not fighting in his terrain. So yeah, it would be better for us to lead. Yeah, so they're moving up here. So basically, all we can do is wait for them to get here. That's our concubine is pregnant. Yes. Okay. So we're probably going to have a bastard son at some point. I'm just keeping an eye on them as I keep an eye on our allies here. I'll clear that out of the way. So yeah, they're coming straight across, which is very nice of them. I didn't actually check, but what you should check before you do one of these is that they actually had enough money to pay for the guys to get on the boats, otherwise they won't come over. They did, however, so they're going to come over. Our wife is also pregnant. Fantastic. Let's see. Almost there. Perfect. So they're going to land. So now once they reach us, they're going to do what we do. So if I move over here, they should follow. Perfect. Ecstatic peasantry. The peasants are in a good mood. The harvest is bountiful and they want to share. Yeah, I'll take 15 gold. We need it for the war. Right, so we're attacking in. We have more soldiers. Opponent recently disembarked only applies to one of them. I still think we're fine. We have double the troops. We'll see. Yeah, we're fine. No problem. It's a fairly easy war once you have double the troops. Right. 8 months left. We'll go speed 5 and we'll just siege. We have a son. Let's give him a Gaelic name. Ocho. Sure. Go with that. I don't know what they're doing. I think they're trying to chase down the army, which seems like a very stupid idea. Okay. And we have a daughter named Afric. Okay. I'm going to continue sieging, because we need to siege to win the war. We're going to lose this battle. Oh my lord. My ally's so stupid. Why did my ally not just join me in the... Anyway. Let's reduce the risk of leading armies for us. Need a new chancellor. That's going to be you. We need a new marshal. That's going to be you. Okay. Why did my ally do that? Right, come with me. We need to go. Ally. What are you doing? Why are you standing there? Yeah, there we go. Oh, you wouldn't move until we were back in like one of these two bits of terrain. Sorry, when we're in either our land or his land. Okay, I really want to attack again. I'm just gonna do it, and then I assume my ally will join. Okay. You know what you say about assuming? Makes an ass out of you and me. Yep. Okay, so my ally decided not to join. Okay, that's a fair decision. I mean, he can make whatever decision he likes. I mean, he did join, to be fair. He just joined after the battle was finished on our side, because he decided to go to this province instead of going to this one. Okay, that's fine. Right. We're still not completely out here. We can still reinforce. We can still try again. They're still going to join in. Another son. Okay. Leidgen. We'll go with that. We're going to continue sitting here reinforcing. We should reinforce to a higher number than they reinforce to because we have our allies' troops. So that's good. We're fine at leading. Did we lose a knight? I think we did. Yeah, we lost 2 knights, in fact. Okay, I have nobody else we can replace them with. That's really quite bad. So is our ally reinforcing? Our ally is also reinforcing here. That's great to see. So we're going to wait till we're fully reinforced. Which should be soon. Like another tick. There we go. Now we're going to attack. Our ally will join in. Thinks that it's going to be even. I disagree. I think we're going to win. There we go. So we won. We have a daughter. Cool. They're retreating. Now, last time our ally chased, so we're going to chase. Because otherwise, you know, we're just going to lose. An impression made twice. Ahead of another feast in the honour of my liege, King Malcolm, Provost Somerled pays me a visit. Neither of us are in the king's best graces, but if we were to provide a spectacular show at the feast, we might improve our standing with him. I'm going to focus on the small things and get +1 diplomacy. Okay. Our ally decided to sit in siege, which I think is maybe the funniest moment I've seen, where I wanted to sit in siege. But where did our ally go? Wait a second, where did our ally's troops go? Did he just disband his troops? We had troops. No, they're here. Why does it think we're going to lose? I think we're fine. Aren't we? We have double the troop count. We should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Let's not worry about it. I was just confused because it was like, you're going to lose. And I'm thinking, there's no way we're going to lose. What's this? Culture. Every character belongs to a culture. Skip lesson. I'm aware. Cool. Recruit hill specialist. It's probably worth it. Yeah. This guy joined our court. The reason it's probably worth it, 1, he's got amazing martial, and 2, that now means he can be a knight, which means actually our army strength's going to go up due to him being here, and our quality is going to go up as well, which is one of the reasons I thought we were going to lose the previous fight. Although we lost that battle, which is unfortunate. Courtier was taken prisoner. That's not ideal. Right, let's go back up here. I think we might be losing this war, but we'll see. We need a new chancellor. New chancellor's going to be... well, new marshal's going to be this... Right. New chancellor's going to be the former marshal. Yeah, we're going to reassign, even though he's pretty terrible. We're going to put you in at that role, which gives us, in theory, faster levy regeneration. There's a heresy of Cathars. We'll just ignore that for just now. Right. Reinforce. Okay, we spent some time with our wife. That's good. And now we like each other. Donation in good faith. My bishop has received significant donation of gold from the estate of a wealthy but childless landholder now deceased. He claims that the departed lived a very frugal and pious life and wished for the gold to go where it could do some good. He insists that I receive part of the donation as I am a paragon of Catholicism in Strathern. Yes, thank you. I need that gold. Now that I got the gold, I'm just checking, just in a way to win the war. Can we hire some mercenaries? No, I was hoping that would count for income. We could say like, yeah, we earned that much. Alright, I'm going to attack. They're going to join in. We get a new martial perk. Knight effectiveness up. That seems like a very good one right now. Let's choose that just before we go in. So that should make our knights better. We want it even more convincingly. I'm just going to try and siege, honestly. We'll try it again. You must rescind my appointment as Spymaster. Oh. I'm very upset. We won the battle again. Fantastic. I think this is enough. There we go. Despite our ally not really helping out that much, we have won the war. Now actually, because we've sieged this whole thing, what I might also do here is ransom him for 50 gold first before we end the war. Because technically he's worth war score, but we would have to give him back at the end of the war. Getting the 50 gold then doing it means that we get 50 gold and we get exactly what we would have got otherwise. Cool. So now we own both provinces, which is effectively doubled our power. Pretty cool. And I think that that is a very good point to end the episode. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.